Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Phoenix Rising playthrough as the Corporate Sector Authority. The last episode was really back and forth for us, but I think we've made some strides towards winning. We lost Coruscant after gaining Coruscant, but hopefully we should be able to take it back because we're finally able to produce some level 4 stuff. There is an ISD 4 here that is, or actually that's a Tector 4. But did we lose most of our fleet? I think we might have. At least I've lost it in that I don't know where it is. But we should be able to take more of these southern planets, and then we don't have to worry about the south anymore. I'm actually going to turn off my heater. One sec, because that's going to be annoying. There we go. But yeah, so this I expect to be the final episode. We're going to be starting a Fall of the Republic playthrough, but for the Sunday streamed playthrough, we're probably going to be doing AOTR after this, because they did just have an update. But yeah, so let's start by invading... Oh. Or killing a freighter over Corellia. So we'll start by invading Corellia. Oh, come on.
Invasion commencing.
That was much easier than I thought it would be. They're over Core 5, but I don't think they can actually... Yeah, they don't have any ground units to invade with there. That's just going to be annoying for a second. And I want to get defenses built up before leaving, because otherwise they'll just run away. Ooh. That's helpful, though. Because this has been kind of blocking us forever, and this is the only time I've ever seen them without a ton of defenses there. So, sorry Corellia, but you're going to have to go without defenses for a second. Alright, we don't have any Victory 4s here. Oh, well, that's got to shut off as well. Apparently I'm very well prepared right now. Okay. We have Quasar 4. Actually, did we research Victory 4?
Large active.
Am I the only one that dislikes pay-as-you-go in Empire War Mod? I'm not a huge fan of it.
Large reporting in.
Like, most mods don't use it, and I think there's generally a reason for that. There was a time when it was very common, when people were just figuring out how to do it, because it's one line in game constants. But after that, it kind of lost its novelty, and most people tended to stop using it. Okay, let's slowly inch forward here. Nope, you're gonna be annoying, aren't you? Some of these back ones we'll have to hold off on a little bit. What's a Victory 4? So Phoenix Rising has research that you do to upgrade your ships, the ship classes. So you can see these 3 little pips here. That's because it's a Victory 3 class, and you can everything gets up to Victory 4, or up to level 4 generally.
Yes. Right. Ready for duty.
So it changes their weapon loadouts, changes their stats generally. I don't know why I'm so afraid right now.
Ready to move. On the way.
We're probably fine. It's just, I think this is a goal in 2. Let's try to stay closer in this way, because I don't want to be in the crossfire between this goal and this one. Because we've been focusing our research on Quasars, Victories, and we've also gone a bit for the Invincibles. I guess when we're so far down the Invincible line, it might be worth just finishing that off, because the Invincible 4s are really good. Invincible 3s are okay. Or at least I've heard the Invincible 4 is really good. I've never played CSA in the mod before. But how's everyone doing today? Alright. Master Blaster. Get the Belva Labs over there.
What can I do for you? You got it.
There is an Acclimator 4,
I'm ready. This is
but that seems to be their only... their only really unit here, or their only threatening unit here, I should say. Okay, I'm gonna try to pull this VSD back because it's got its shields going down, and these ones I gotta make sure we're actually in range. Stuck inside, yeah. That'll probably be the case for a while still.
don't think this is a good idea.
Our goal and stuff in this, yeah, they're pretty tough. Considering we have a bunch of stuff just focusing them down, I'm not, like, super concerned about it. But especially when they're supporting a defensive fleet, it gets... they can get pretty intense. Alright. Now, killing this Acclimator is probably the next best thing to do. Which one was the VSD one? I guess it's one of these ones? Yeah, it's this one. Alright, let's pull you back. And let's see if we can get to that one. It is possible they'll try to retreat. Is this your mod or someone else's? I didn't make this mod. This is made by Evil Bob the Bob. He's the sole dev at this point. But he's also a developer for Thrawn's Revenge, so in some places there's some similar assets or design choices because Bob does have an influence on both. Like a lot of the models, like this was my model and Bob textured it, and the VSD models he made and both mods use. So some of those models you'll see that are the same between Thrawn's Revenge and Phoenix Rising. But Phoenix Rising is also one of the mods with probably the best ground combat, and it kind of influences a lot of decisions as far as that goes for a lot of mods. Like it's something that AOTR in their recent update have definitely referenced a lot. Something that we referenced a lot when redesigning ground combat for Thrawn's Revenge, which is in process or in progress. So, yeah. Of course, the emphasis on things like research is unique in this mod. And that's kind of one of the main things for it, especially on the galactic level, where you get to do a lot more to customize your fleets and decide like which areas you're going to focus on more. So you can do 2 different playthroughs of the same faction, which are going to be quite different, really.
I've got him lined up. We've got him on the run.
Corey, does your team have any plans for future space structures? I've noticed asteroids with markers on the map where they have their own health. Yes, but that's actually not connected to that. The asteroid markers are actually just asteroids with a health bar, which the intention there is that you blow them up and then you get an asteroid field. But it's kind of weird because it is, like, sometimes it'll just pull aggro. So that may or may not be staying. But we're waiting until we have the solution to AI not taking into account space structures before doing too much more with space structures, because that's kind of important, having the AI know what they're going to be invading. There are some mods like AOTR which get around it by spawning a dummy unit in space and then like making sure it's always there. We're trying something else that like there's positives and negatives to both. The version we're going to try is going to be slightly less accurate for the overall resulting health, but it'll hopefully still get the job done well enough without having to have the unit in space like that. I don't know if I can actually take that.
Construction complete.
So I'm gonna sit on Corellia for a second.
Cruiser reporting.
Construction
On the
complete.
way.
We have more Hulks. We have more infantry. Alright, I'm gonna get our Exo to Jaffel, actually. They have Caecilius. God damn it. If we had our Victory 4 there, that would have been helpful. Well, let's see if we can do any damage here. Nemesis. Is there a third mod in the Thrawn or Fall of the Republic family? It's not impossible that that could happen.
Copy.
Passing thoughts, since you want to add missions, would it be possible for one to be destroying a shipyard in its half-built ships attached, etc.? There are going to be some shipyard raiding missions, but taking into account things that are in construction would be kind of weird.
I copy.
Ready for command. Ready for duty.
Reporting. Right
It's hard to kind of track that stuff, and then you have to... like, you can't really pass that information back to the galactic level, even if you could get it to attach the... You could, like, attach the model to the shipyard, but... Trying to destroy a ship that's under construction, taking it from the build bar on the galactic level, you can't really do that and then tell the galactic level that that specific slot has been destroyed.
Yes, Commander.
Where do you want us? Heading out. I'm ready. Right.
Well, I assume 3 gold that he meant for Empire or Expanded specifically, rather than
Time to move. Time's a wasting.
our Sins projects.
Yes. Going.
Warm up. I copy. Ready. Copy. Right away. Ready for command. Warm up.
I'm kind of hoping
Let's go. What can I do for you?
we
If
can
you say so.
take this.
Roger.
Like, if we can focus properly, we should be able to do it, hopefully. I'd like to take it without having to fight that Tector, because we're probably going to have a few Tectors and ISDs to deal with.
Sure.
Where are they going?
Copy. Order confirmed.
Time's a wasting.
Calling for me, sir?
What? Right.
Roger that. En route. I copy. Order received. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
I just want to know generally what we're dealing with. I guess they're going to try to come in from this side.
Copy. Setting course.
Yeah, it looks like that's where they're going.
Orders received.
What do you want? I'll get there.
I copy.
Nope, you're stopping.
Encountering resistance. Roger. Moving out.
Alright,
Roger that.
can we draw them in?
Cruiser reporting. Batteries online. Form up. Target
Ideally, not having to fight everything at once would be cool.
weapons ready.
Just to clarify, the destroying of attached ships is a victory condition, not actually stopping the AA from making one. No, but what I'm saying, the thing is, if the point is to destroy the ships, then we can't get the information on what you destroyed back to the galactic level. So it basically turns into destroy the shipyard and stop the things in production, which is already what does it. But if there's like 3 ships that are in the construction queue, well, I'm pretty sure we could get that information and like spawn something on the map. It could really only be a visual thing, because if you destroyed the ships that are in production, we have no way of knowing which ships that were in production were destroyed or which thing needs to be canceled.
Copy that. Weapons
Is this a... No, this is only a Venator 2.
Awaiting command.
I was really hoping this was a Venator 4 that we locked up here. But I do want to finish it soon.
Where do you want us?
Fast.
Standing by. Star Cruiser here. At your command.
And let's kill that VSD-4 next. Can we get our Belbalabs over here?
Reporting in. Open fire. Ready for duty. Star Cruiser standing by.
Yes. On the
Alright,
way.
this one...
Keep your eyes open for those fighters.
Shield generator is down.
Roger that.
God, we're gonna lose a lot for this, I think.
Form up. Awaiting
Alright, you guys kill the Acclimator, it's right there.
Commander.
Awaiting orders. Enemy
Well, maybe not. Here, that's gonna have to fire at these ones.
copy. All out.
So pull back there.
Copy.
You guys pull up there. We're gonna focus on the VSD-4 first.
Taking them out. Watch him. He's coming. Our shields are down. Got him.
Ready to move.
What happened to the plans for Revan's Revenge? There was never actually an announced Revan's Revenge mod.
Reporting. Awaiting instruction. Reporting. Yes, sir. Fire. Open fire. Crossfire. Yes, Commander.
Come on, I would like you to live, but I understand that you're probably not.
Attacking target. Blasted nerf herders. Let's move.
That was very well synced at least.
I'm ready. I'll try.
Ready.
Okay, well, better than nothing.
Attack that target.
I think we lost 2 VSDs for that. So we had 5.
Attacking target.
That's unfortunate.
Heading out.
And we've got another one under construction as well. So really what we need is vehicle research and vehicles. But I guess we actually do have that, so this doesn't need to be down here. It's more important to take Zorth right now. Dolomar planetary battle. Where's that? Got the barracks, but oh, they have so much. Screw it. Okay, we need to take Zorth and to move into the core more. We need to take Coruscant back.
Reporting. All out.
Construction complete.
Alright,
Invasion commencing.
let's do it.
Repulsor-lift vehicles won't work with that gravity generator in
Choose your
effect.
reinforcements.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can lift them off.
Cancelled.
So all of our stuff is repulsor lift vehicles.
Shields up.
I'm not sure how it classifies the HMPs for that. Is the Alliance even still a faction? They have been unceremoniously destroyed.
At maximum unit capacity.
Reporting.
Production halted.
I blame the Empire. Is that an... I think that might be ATAAs, so I don't want to get these too close.
Awaiting orders.
We've secured a build pad.
Ready. Reporting.
Like, I think that's their anti-missile field.
Advancing.
We've lost a build pad.
Squad, move out. There they are.
Yeah.
Affirmative.
That is one of the nice things about fighting them, is that they advertise themselves so readily.
Right away, sir.
They just decide, hey, what's going on?
Move out.
Also, if you're enjoying the stream, please consider leaving a like. Otherwise, YouTube will withhold my money. That's not true.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
It just helps people find stuff. Did you grow up playing other Star Wars games? And if so, did you ever play a Twisted Metal themed Star Wars game called Star Wars Demolition? I am not familiar with that. Oh shit.
Target confirmed.
I did grow up playing a good amount of Star Wars games, but I've never heard of Star Wars Demolition, I don't think.
Moving to that area, sir.
Okay, we need to pull back a bit.
Y-wing squadron reporting.
I'm gonna fly the HMPs out of here,
Reporting.
because I feel like they're gonna be vulnerable to the
We've sighted them.
XR-85s. Maybe we can get into the base with the HMPs.
Targets engaged. Order acknowledged. Yes, Commander. Advance.
Unit destroyed.
Um,
There they are. Awaiting orders. Reporting.
let's get some of these. And can we stun you? I think we have enough of these to kill the AA missiles, which I really should have noticed earlier. No, you need to be in a group, because that's the only way you're going to kill that.
Awaiting orders. Blast them. Ready.
Unit destroyed.
All out, troops.
Unit destroyed.
We need more of those. There.
Men, load your weapons.
This is the threat to you.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Priority 1 is the...
We lost a little
Yes, sir. Attack.
factories, are the factories.
Unit destroyed.
Roger. Reporting
Alright,
in.
let's keep back a little bit farther.
Reinforcements cancelled. At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
The rain is going to make it a bit
Bombardment incoming.
less accurate. But let's see if we can nuke some of these units.
Unit destroyed.
Form up.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Alright,
Unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders.
I think we are disabling that. Just need to make sure we have enough on everything to disable it all at once.
Copy.
Bombing run available.
Y-wing standing
Unit
by.
destroyed.
Are there any AA turrets here? No.
Unit destroyed.
What's actually oh, there are. That's what's shooting us.
Unit destroyed.
There we go.
Following your lead.
Unit destroyed.
Just keep disabling stuff while we delay. It's all just delays.
I copy.
Frito delays. When's the next Fall of the Republic patch? Right now we're mostly focusing on getting the stuff that we did in Fall of the Republic into Thrawn's Revenge. So the next patch we do should be Thrawn's Revenge. The only caveat to that would be if we figure out why Fall of the Republic is lagging so much more than Thrawn's Revenge on the Galactic map, then we will put a patch out for that. Until then, we just kind of want to let it breathe a little bit, and we'll go from there. There's the XR-85. They're very threatening, but... Alright, now let's kill some of the ATPTs while we have a moment.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Ready. Attack that target.
Alright, group activities.
At
We can get more HMPs in.
production halted.
There's just so many. What are you building? Yeah, that's anti-vehicle. I don't care. I think it is stunned. Yeah. So don't have to worry about that as much. Can I pull you away?
Unit
Oh shit, there's an ATAA there. It wasn't using its anti-missile field, so I didn't see it.
capacity. Production halted.
Alright. But we've killed a lot of their structures. We can just start heading in.
Yes, sir.
Can we actually capture... No. No worries, Jesse. Besides Emperor War, what's a Star Wars game you were fond of? For me, it's Shadows of the Empire and Rogue Squadron. I did enjoy Rogue Squadron a lot. I've heard it doesn't hang or hold up as well, but I do want to play it on the channel and kind of see for myself. But I really love Fallen Order. It's definitely in my top 3 or 4 favorite Star Wars games at this point.
Let's go.
And I really hope they make another one. 'Cause it's really good. But obviously, like Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast, those games are great. I don't think I've actually played Dark Forces for more than like 15 minutes at my cousin's house, but I do want to play that one as well. Rebellion's really good. I've been playing a bit of that on the channel as well. I'm just terrible at it. Let's try to get through there.
Available.
And...
Reporting in.
Ooh, sensor.
Roger that. Keep going.
That's going to be really helpful. So let's get that.
Awaiting.
You guys can all just walk on down here.
We've captured an abandoned mining facility.
Attacking target. This way.
Got some money.
We've secured the landing zone.
Not a lot of money. I think it's still only like 1,000 credits, even though that's very little on the galactic scale in this mod. They patched Rogue Squadron the best they could, and yesterday Outcast series is great. Did you know they heavily mod Jedi Knight Academy? It's called Movie Battles. Yeah, I've heard of Movie Battles.
Moving out.
I've never played it, but I have heard of it.
Advancing.
We've secured
Fire
an
at will.
abandoned sensor array. Bombardment incoming.
Let's see how that does.
Support order acknowledged.
Actually, let's kill that before it heals anything.
We've secured a build pad. Unit destroyed.
That'll make it slightly faster to destroy the structures, I guess.
We'll back you up.
We've lost a build pad. Bombing run available.
Alright, let's clear out some of those ATPTs just by flying down the middle there. We are going to have to get to them eventually.
We'll cover you.
We've lost a build pad.
Ever play a PS2 Episode 1 Starfighter Flight Simulator game?
We've lost
Yeah, there's Jedi Starfighter and... just Starfighter, I guess, is the other one. That's been the source of a few things for Fall of the Republic as well. Some references.
We've lost a build pad. We've secured a build pad.
Order acknowledged.
I guess I should find out if these are...
Unit destroyed.
like, if they continue control in this. There are some things that do, some things that don't.
Secondary position.
We've secured a build pad. We've lost a build pad. We've secured a build pad.
Let's blow those up. I think that's the last of the infantry.
Right behind you.
Like at this point, we're just cleaning up, so...
This way.
We've lost a build pad. We've secured a build
Lead
pad.
the way.
We've lost a build pad. We've lost a build pad.
Bombers reporting in.
Bring them in.
Bombardment available.
Initiate bombing run.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Sighted
We are victorious.
Hey, finally. Like, Zorth has been stopping us forever. We lost a lot there, but I don't care. Zorth sucks.
Beginning
Mine now.
construction.
Go away.
Beginning construction. Beginning
You can't have it.
construction. Beginning
I guess getting some money there wouldn't hurt. Gabriel, can you please stop invading my stuff? We're gonna have to take Coruscant just so they stop doing that.
Yes, Commander. Moving. Ready for
Like, we just took these planets. I don't think we can defend with just a bunch of Mark 1, these things.
heading to coordinates. The enemy is approaching. Fire. Engaging.
I was gonna see if we can kill anything. No, we really can't.
Factory destroyed. Unit destroyed. System lost.
I think just going straight for Coruscant is what we have to do here. Well, let's see, Volter.
Production.
Heading for coordinates.
Just block them off so that they can't get any more stuff up there. Otherwise, we're going to be dealing with those attacks in forever.
Yes, Commander.
Choose your reinforcements.
Anytime now. I'll get there. Inputting coordinates. Barge active.
The other concern is if they come in through like Rendili and Kuat rather. But we replaced the 2 VSDs we lost with tier 4.
Adjusting course.
Like, it was a tier 1 we lost, which isn't really a loss.
I'll see what I can do.
And then a tier 3 replaced with a tier 4. So
Heading out.
I don't think we had a tier 4 in this fleet before then, at least. No, because we own... No, unless we already had 2 built.
Let's go.
So, whatever. Either way,
Choose
fleet is slightly better than it was.
If you say so.
The enemy has been spotted. Let's move out.
And actually, this is mostly ground units.
Coordinates.
They didn't have this planet for very long. It looks like they moved a lot of their defenses away.
All out. Let's go.
Destination confirmed. Moving into position. Reporting in. Getting the lock. Cruiser reporting. Copy. Batteries online. I've got him lined up. I've got him lined up. Weapons.
There's a good chance they'll retreat, but we're gonna just destroy everything they have anyways.
Fire at will. Incoming. Attacking. Targeting. Weapons falling back.
Nice.
Firing.
So once we have Coruscant, once we have those units on the ground at Coruscant, then we can stop them from flying through our northern territories. What are tier differences in this mod? I'm only familiar with ships of the same type having different roles like you've done in Fall of the Republic. So, when you research different levels of ship, it improves their stats, their armaments. It changes them pretty significantly. Like the VSD-1 has some concussion missiles. VSD-2 is turbo laser based. When you get to VSD-3 and 4, you keep like all the good parts of both of them. And improve it even more on top of that. That's one of the better examples of the improvements, but you can see we're researching here an Acclimator 2, or Acclimator 1, and then when we have that, we'll be able to research the Acclimator 2 up through a bunch of different stat lines to improve the ships we're using a lot. I do want to do that. I don't even know if researching that is going to be good for us at the moment, but...
Mission log
Going there
updated.
now.
Tactical battle imminent.
Farfin space.
Construction complete.
We need to get to Coruscant.
Going.
Ah.
Invasion commencing.
I don't think they've had time to build Coruscant back up much. But yeah, like all the ground and space units, you go through that. It is one of the reasons that the mod can lag a bit in Galactic Conquest on larger maps. But Bob is also working, I believe, on a light version of it, where some of the research is removed, some of the ship types are removed, to allow people with weaker computers to deal with it a little bit better. Okay, let's try some HMP rating again. There's some dancing ATTEs. I want to get away from the ATAA. At least we're stunning some of that stuff. Because if we can just destroy the structures, and if we have to come back after that, that's fine. I just don't know what they have for structures, if anything. Okay, we need to stun that. There we go. We need to stun that. Okay, they do have some structures.
Choose your reinforcements. Unit destroyed. Moving out.
Here. Kill the barracks.
Roger that. Computers locked on target. Initiate bombing.
Alright, some of them have actually pulled back a bit, so that's nice.
Target locked.
Unit destroyed.
Awaiting order. Following your lead. Copy. Targeting.
So I think there are only 2 structures here. And really it's Coruscant, so if it costs more for us to take, then whatever.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, let's get the other HMPs in, because they're doing a lot of our damage right now. It's only 2 elite barracks. How's Corey's life been with just 58? I mean, the channel is not huge. 58 viewers isn't really low for the channel.
Unit destroyed. Unit
Get out of
destroyed.
there. The building is so close to dying. My day's been pretty short so far. I haven't been up for that long. How are you?
Bombardment available.
Let's see if we can just kill all that. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty epic. If you get 25,000 subscribers by the end of April, you would play Forces of Corruption Online? Yes, I would. Not for a full playthrough. I would do at least one stream of it. Any plans to stream Halo with Ek again? Yep. We want to finish the campaign for CE and then probably do the same for the next ones as well. We're both really looking forward to Halo 3 more than anything, but
Unit destroyed.
I think we both want to finish that playthrough. Maybe I'll see what he's doing this week.
We lost a build pad.
Hey, Kumar, how's it going? Alright, just give us a vision of what's going on at least. And I guess we can bring in some strike breakers as well.
Capacity. Production halted.
We'll check it out. Support order acknowledged.
Ah, nope. AA. That's AA. We don't like AA.
Commander.
That's also AA. We don't like AA.
Order, sir. Squad, advance.
Okay, let's kill that AA with our infantry and mechs.
Ready, sir.
And I guess our strike breakers too. You guys can go up there while we're busy then, I suppose.
Move out. Awaiting orders.
There it is. Die!
Ready. Yes, sir.
Run in close and melee the shit out of him. There. And we can just come out behind him with
Roger.
some of these other ones.
Reporting in. Roger that.
Will that do anything if we just blow it up right under? I guess we can't place him there. There we go.
Right away. Moving to that area, sir. Firing.
Alright. I'm gonna fly them back in, because that ATA is stunned now. But we'll keep the focus on it. Is the current Ahsoka arc in the Clone Wars Season 7 more what you were looking for? I've enjoyed it more than the Bad Batch. I don't want to spoil too much for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but... Maybe with these, we'll focus on the turrets first. Because they are doing some damage that I don't want them to do.
Choose your reinforcements.
Eh. That's more AA. God damn, we're so spread out.
Targets engaged. Advancing. Moving out.
There we go. Alright, that took more effort than I hoped. But overall, the planet has taken less effort than I hoped. So...
Acknowledged.
I really want to save that HMP, but it might cost me these HMPs. Yeah.
Proceeding. Affirmative.
Bombardment available. We've lost a middle pad.
Form up. Awaiting orders. Moving to position. Moving back you up.
Okay. And then when we have Coruscant held, we can leave the ground units here while sending our space units to take out the stuff in the... Ah. Get out of here with that, Firehawks. But we can go... While we're building up more ground forces, we can... Ah, that's what's going on there. Back off. We can just wipe out their space and ground units in space. And hopefully get our stuff back. That repair shit out of here.
Unit destroyed.
I copy. Right away.
How do you think Star Wars will cope with John Williams quitting composing? I think it'll be fine. Like, he's obviously really good. It'll be different, but
Moving out.
it can't be a shock to anyone that he's
We've lost
retiring. He's like 90.
Moving to target.
Thanks, Mighty Mouse. In Imperial Civil War mod, multiplayer grand campaign doesn't work. There are no maps to choose from. Do you have any plans to fix it? There's nothing we can really do to fix it. You can't do a grand campaign. You could do it, like, even when we were able to support multiplayer campaign, it was only the Thrawn campaign because you can't use any sort of story scripting and you can barely use Lewis scripting in it, which means the air system can't work, unit locks and unlocks can't work, the filters can't work, influence can't work. Anything that we add to the mod can't work in multiplayer, which also means that when trying to support it, every feature we add, we have to build in a way to work around it to get something to work in multiplayer for a mode that is very unstable at the best of times, and people will often play like one battle and then stop. Like, it's unstable, and then saves very often don't work. So it's a ton of work for us to try to strip out all the work we put into making the mod better to support that mode. So it's very unlikely we'll ever be able to do multiplayer Galactic Conquest again.
Commence attack run. Target locked. Keep going.
We secured a middle
Following your
pad.
lead. Awaiting orders. This way.
Has your team ever considered GC maps that are webbed themed? It doesn't have to be a single planet in the center. It can just be the outer core worlds fighting for a seat in the core.
Middle pad.
Copy. Over there.
I don't think the planet layout in the mod is very good for that.
Heading to coordinates.
And
At maximum unit capacity.
because planet positions are set by planet, it would basically require making a whole new set of planets just for it.
Yes, sir. Heading to coordinates. Right behind you.
And it's not really a type of map that I enjoy that much.
Commander.
So I don't know that it'd ever really be something we focus on.
Attacking. Advance. Ready, sir. Going there now. Come on, man, this way.
Would you and Ak ever consider doing a base game multiplayer GC? It might be fun to try for a stream, but like our connections tend to be decent, so maybe
Secured a middle pad.
that could be something to do.
Orders received.
The thing is, multiplayer Galactic Conquest is just there's nothing to stop any kind of snowballing or other inherent issues in the base game. Especially because when you're playing against an AI, you can use like production bonuses to make sure that there's still a fight after the first battle goes someone's way. But in a lot of cases, it's just if you win any single big engagement, you've won the Galactic Conquest.
A middle pad.
So it's...
I copy. Fallout troop.
It doesn't have the stuff to address those issues that other types of grand strategy games usually have. Like Stellaris, you're not always at war.
Ready.
There's only so long you can sustain these wars. There is a difference between being at peace and at war. In Empire at War, it's the Empire's always at war.
Enemy has been defeated. System control achieved.
Fallout.
Oh shit, I don't want this one. Do I want this one? We'll see.
Choose your
Maybe not.
reinforcements.
Input
But-
coordinates.
Maybe I do.
Roger. Moving out.
Let's see if they have an interdictor, first off.
Heading out.
Time to move. You got it.
When's the next Edge of Despair? Edge of Despair will be at the usual time this Wednesday. And we're going to have a new guest slash party member joining us.
Let's move out. Let's go. We're on our way. We'll be there shortly. Moving out. Heading out.
Reinforcements cancelled.
All out.
Edge of Despair, for those who aren't aware, is our tabletop campaign on the channel.
Laser at it.
The shields aren't holding. Enemies in range.
Jumping in that close to them may have been a mistake, but I didn't want to deal with the long-range turbos. We took the upfront damage really hard there, but... Oh well. Is this a... That's the 3.
Ready for battle.
That's a 4.
Reporting in.
That's a 3. That's a 4. Okay. We didn't lose one of the 4s. That's... yet. God, they're so tanky.
Our shields are down.
AW multiplayer in general is just hard evidence that the game wasn't worked on for years, contrary to the mods for. Yeah, it's hard to do multiplayer with the same kind of support that the single player stuff has. It makes it a bit more difficult to design around, but there is stuff we can at least do for skirmish that can rely on things that aren't story and Lewis scripting to the same extent. So, like there's stuff we have planned or that we're planning for space skirmish and land skirmish. It's just Galactic Conquest is a lot of effort for a pretty low ceiling that you can achieve with it. Like, multiplayer Galactic Conquest tends to be something that sounds better in theory than it ends up being in practice.
And it won't make a mistake.
Surprised they haven't started trying to retreat,
Awaiting order.
but I will gladly kill everything else they have.
Roger that. Targeting.
Just started a new Galactic Conquest and I'm new to the game. Where do I start? For Phoenix Rising, you'll generally want to pick something that's that you want to research, depending on which faction you are, like what you want to focus that. For Empire at War in general,
Transport here.
try to pick which planets you want to defend,
I always
except that you're probably going to lose a couple.
I copy.
Get a good economic base going.
Linked and ready.
Hey, Marmart.
I've got my prospector.
Well, actually, glad you're enjoying the updates. Those kind of things are going to be coming to TR, and we'll be fleshing them out more and more.
Stay in attack formation. Awaiting orders. Copy.
What is even still here that they're...
I copy. Moving into
Is there fighters somewhere? I get... Well, there's those fighters.
transport
I
ready.
guess they are victory relevant. Ooh, look at that.
Where do you want us?
It's the freighter, or the
This
ground
is
units
a
I wanted to
bad
kill.
idea.
Moving into that area. Fall out. I copy. Let's go. Attack formation.
Victories past Victory 1 are actually pretty decently speedy,
Sir.
so we should be able to get to them. Do you think adding the Blackwing virus to TR for Halloween would be a fun thing, or too much effort for something temporary and small? I'm not even sure what that would really look like in the mod. Lost 2 VSD2s, but I think we've stopped them from annoyingly jumping through our systems. Ish. I guess these ones can come from Corellia. We can move some of them over.
Tactical battle imminent.
Heading out.
Tactical battle
God damn it.
Base structure destroyed.
God, Jesus, fucking.
Construction complete.
battle imminent.
Perhaps an affliction mechanic like corruption. You can't really
Reporting.
add too much like that.
Choose your
Like,
reinforcements.
there's influence, but
Moving out.
that all has to be structure based, and there's
We've secured a building.
that would be a lot of work to do for something temporary. It would have to be more
At maximum
of a
unit
permanent thing.
capacity. Production halted.
Yes, Commander. Orders, sir. Reporting.
It's like influence is worth it because of how much it can add to the game, but the more stuff like that you have where you have to get and upkeep a bunch of information for every planet,
Roger.
there's more chances for issues.
We've captured and abandoned.
This is a really easy way to deal with XRD5s.
Planetary control achieved. Constructing.
Moving out. Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, we'll take these two back, then we can just park over Coruscant.
Large reporting in.
Choose your reinforcements.
Heading out. On our way. Let's move out. Inbound. Let's go. Navigating to
All out. Let's go.
Awaiting instructions. Enemies in range.
Who are you? Bevan.
Reporting.
Well, you're gonna be dead, Vin, in a second.
Targeting. Blasted nerf herders. Firing. Got one.
Does he feel like it would be a small event which triggers a random ground battle in which purely zombies attack, like a really special story event? Tactical story events are some of the more difficult things to do. That's why there's so few of them in Empire at War mods. And there's a lot we do want to do with that kind of thing. It's just dedicating that to a one-off thing is
Warm up. Enemy target sighted. Ready.
resources we don't quite have at the moment.
What have I got to lose?
Disabled. I'm with you. Got him on the run. Waiting order. Locking
It's
target.
gonna be a has-been. Take 2 strain.
Attack position. I've got a lock.
Hey Marvin, glad you can make it. Do you think you can make a good Star Trek mod for this game? I don't think I could, but I think someone could. It was an idea that we kind of floated around because, like, we work pretty closely. We had a lot of ties to Star Trek Armada 3, the Sins of a Solar Empire mod. Like, a lot of team members shared between, a lot of resources shared between, and
Construction complete.
so there was the idea floating around for a little bit that maybe we and TR would take the assets, put the Sins assets into Empire at War, and we'd make a mod that way.
Action commencing.
So like we'd do the gameplay stuff, get it into Empire at War, and then we'd have them working with us, so we'd know what the lore aspects should be like. But it's a lot of work.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted. Reinforcements cancelled.
Incoming.
Reinforcements
Oh shit!
cancelled. Unit
Stun that guy! Stun him! Be the #1 stunners.
Roger that.
Okay, they just took these planets, so there shouldn't be that much here. Possibly no structures at all. Alright, we need to stun that ATAA as well. Ah! There's more! But wait, there's more!
unit destroyed.
I think we can kill them when they're stunned fast enough to hopefully not immediately die. Where's Zuckus and Forlom? I don't know what you're going to be able to contribute against these large vehicles, but hopefully something. One more missile salvo should do it. God, there's more ATAs. That's our main concern. Like, once we have this planet back, we can just park over Coruscant, and we'll have the 2 accesses to our planet secured. What idea chat gave you that left you red in the face laughing? Sell all my units. How do I use commando units? I guess it depends on the mod. I haven't really used any commando units in this playthrough for the CSA and Phoenix Rising. But if they're like galactic stealth, then I usually use them to cheese some planets away. I did that a lot in like AOTR. Cheese some core planets early. Do you know the name of the Skydown mesh used for ground maps? They have different names, and land primary Skydomes would be the XML file that tells you the name of the models. Oh fuck, there's more of them. Alright, go find more to stun. See, we can pull forward from that a bit. Forlom is complaining. Oh shit, there's even more! Right, well, let's see if we can bomb them. Luckily, the HMPs are cheap. Let's make sure we're stunning both of them. Oh god, there's even more of them. And there's an AA turret. Here, move back a bit. Alright. God, there's even more of them! What is going on? What even is life? Can you please kill all of them? Apparently not. It's only fun if I spam annoying stuff.
Unit destroyed.
This guy named Fractal Splendor if you bored him. His modeling style would not work well in Empire at War. Doing high poly modeling like that in low poly is very different.
We secured a new pad.
What's one hard to forget memory you have from working at the Golden Arches? For me, it was Mom's weekend in a college town. I got slipped at 20 by a mom dining with her daughter.
Unit destroyed.
Let's see. I think I only recently told the story about the lobster issues. Another one, so at one point there was like someone from corporate that was supposed to be coming to the store. So the managers always got very shitty when that was going to happen. It's like the franchisee, the store owner, or the franchisee, the regional manager, or whatever. Like the owner's next level down guy that would be in charge of making sure things ran quote unquote smoothly. And then all the store managers were at our store. And they were very concerned about the railing out front where there was some rust on it. So their solution to this, as well as the backstep, you know, the little like thin strip of metal that like you have on doorsteps. I forget what it's called. But they told one of the kitchen workers to go outside with a bucket of water and soap and scrub the rust off. Like, they thought you could wash rust off with water and soap. They were telling someone to take these materials and put them on a rusty surface to fix the rust. CGRX, you've managed to hone in on the problem with this plan, that it would in fact eventually create more rust, and you can't wash off rust.
All right, man. Load your weapon.
Unit destroyed. We lost a build pad.
They were just so incredibly dumb.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
Securing area. Moving.
There was also the thing where, so I worked there for a year and a half, I think, only. It feels like so much longer. But I think it was only a year and a half. And I started there September 2014, finished April 2016, I think. So my second November 2015, we had, I think, 5 managers for a 24-hour store at the start of the month, and 3 of them quit that month. So another manager that had quit earlier to go work somewhere else, she had started dating the store manager, so they weren't really allowed to work together. But they needed all the managers they could get. So they told her that if she came back, she could work at our store again. The implication there being that she wanted to work with her boyfriend. That was the only way she'd be willing to come back. And the franchisee agreed to that. And our store manager was like, he was the definition of a lifer. He was willing to spend his entire career there. He enjoyed his job. He didn't love the owner, but was willing to put up with him because that was the only job he'd ever had. That was what he wanted to do. And like all the employees, we really liked him because he wasn't a complete doucher. But I went home for Christmas. His girlfriend was coming back, getting trained up. When she finished probation, when I got back from Christmas, because I live in Ottawa, but I'm from Niagara Falls, so I went back to Niagara Falls for Christmas. I came back. That store manager told me that day that he was actually leaving because they had reassigned him to another store after finishing training his girlfriend back up. So they basically lied to both of them to get her to come back. But I guess they didn't consider that after they did that, both of them would just quit. So they went from 5 managers to 2 to 1 manager at that store for a 24-hour store, and they had to start shuffling managers between all their stores because all their stores in the city started having people quit. It was such a shit show. it was something else. I don't know how they didn't see this coming.
We've lost a build pad. We've secured a build pad.
Like, when I left, I was a crew trainer. I was the only one who had trained anyone in kitchen for about a year. And I refused to get cross-trained outside of kitchen because I just didn't want to deal with people. So I told them in January 2016, I got accepted to go back. I got it accepted for a college program, and I was planning to go back to college for programming. Because I'd already finished my political science and history degree, and I started working at McDonald's that semester, so that was really doing me well. And I figured that poli-sci and history, maybe I won't be able to get a career there, so I would do a just like a more technical thing. And I told them January I'm going to be leaving in April, and I ended up getting a government job instead. But I told them I'd be leaving several months in advance. They hired a grand total of 0 people, and when I quit, like when I officially gave my 2 weeks notice after having given them my 4 months notice, like 4 to 6 of the kitchen people that I worked with put in their notice that they'd be leaving at the same time I was, because I was leaving.
Construction complete.
And they somehow didn't expect that they'd be just fucked by this. They were something else. But then, so the job I went to from McDonald's was, I've told this on some streams with Eck a few times, but the job I went to from McDonald's was a government job working for the census, and one of my supervisors there turned out to be the mother of my least favorite manager from McDonald's.
We've come across enemy units. Targeting.
So,
We've lost a build
like, I was in the middle of talking like mad shit about him.
Orders received.
Uh,
Fire at will. Firing. Attacking. Open fire.
right in front of her, and then she's like, "Oh, which one do you work at?" I didn't use his name, so I don't think she realized I was talking about her son.
Targeting. Affirmative.
Like, "Oh, my son's a manager there." Like, "Oh, fuck your son. He's the absolute worst person I know."
Attacking now.
unit destroyed.
Roger that. Attack.
Like, a strange number of my coworkers from McDonald's have started trying to get into streaming, and he was one of them, that manager.
Production.
So he'd DM all of his Facebook friends, which I still was at the time, wearing like of a picture of him wearing a weird onesie, like pajama onesie, with a link to his stream. They're like, "What are you doing?" So I unfriended him.
Target in range. We'll cover you. Moving to target.
Unit destroyed.
Reporting. Attacking now. Attack.
It was something else. Like, that isn't the only. I'd worked in other like service industry jobs before,
Yes, sir.
so I thought I knew what to expect. But that store was such a shit show while I worked there. Apparently, I know some people who still work there. Like,
Gold Squadron commencing.
90% of the people I worked with were gone, including all the managers, within a few months, and it sounds like they started hiring more people, so it was less stressful all the time. So it sounds like it got better, but I was not prepared for the shit show that place was.
A build pad.
Locking on. There they are.
It wasn't like the King Bay stream. It was literally just him playing League. But for some reason, the promotional material he sent to his Facebook friends was him wearing a onesie.
Conflict active. Enemy targeted. Providing backup. Attack that target. Right behind you. Orders received. Affirmative. Reporting in.
Okay, you guys need to actually shoot.
Moving out.
I don't know if you're actually shooting.
Advancing.
I prefer you did.
Channel open.
It's weird doing this without HMPs. I have no damage on ground without HMPs right now.
Attacking target. Come on, man, this way.
I think one of the other people that was trying to stream, like, has started getting some traction recently. I think he's doing, like, Fortnite stuff on Facebook, though.
Over there. Transfer coordinates. Targeting. We'll check it out. Enemy sighted. We'll assist you. Heading to coordinates.
Another one of them is doing, like, Pokemon stuff, I think, and
Open fire.
he seems to be doing alright.
Acknowledged. In range. Proceeding. Moving to target. Affirmative. Copy. Going there now. Moving to position. Right away, sir. Attacking now.
But yeah,
Attack.
I don't know. That
Moving ahead. Squad, advance. Move out.
that was certainly something.
Moving out. Fire!
Ready. Computers locked on target.
Heading out.
That was where I found out just how angry I could actually get about stuff.
Target locked.
Like, I wish I could just go back in time and care, like, just remind myself that it didn't actually matter.
Awaiting orders.
Because I would stress so much about every shift.
All right, men. Load your weapons. Attack.
Can Mark do the voice for the HMP with his voice change? Probably. What's your opinion on GameStop fighting everyone about staying open during hard events? GameStop has been shit forever, so it doesn't surprise me. Like they tried to call themselves an essential service. It's like, come on, come on, fucking idiots.
Planetary control achieved.
We need more HMPs.
Production.
So many HMPs.
Moving into position.
System lost. Planetary control achieved. Construction complete.
Right, I need to sell that building, but I want to take this, and then we can sit over Coruscant, like I keep saying.
Invasion commencing.
It's just infantry they have here. Can Charlie do the voice for Lord Zinchi? It looks like him.
Choose your reinforcement.
Well, he's already got the DLAC. When I was working on this stuff last night, while Ek was streaming, the units I was using as a base to code the thing I was working on was the LAC, so I was hearing just Charlie every 3 seconds. It was a lot of Charlie, especially when he actually got on the stream, too. There was Charlie in every ear hole. How'd you feel about a meme raid on the Templin Discord? We can't do that to Mark. He may be a boomer, but he's our boomer. If you're enjoying the stream of Corey referencing other life events, leave a like,
Bombing run.
so I won't learn my lesson. Oh, they have structures, you bastards.
Initiate bombing run.
Signal received.
Fallout troops.
Location
Target
established. IGNDA.
All right. Okay.
Affirmative.
Let's move out.
In progress.
Do we have other units? We do have other units. I don't think we need the other units.
Secured a landing zone.
Okay, well, if we've secured the landing zone, I guess we'll get the other units.
Moving.
We've secured a build pad.
Moving out. Reporting.
We've secured a
The real question is going to be, what should I have for food today? Should I make more pizza?
Order
lost a
acknowledged.
build pad.
So I already had pizza this week, but I only have so many ingredients for things.
We've secured an abandoned sensor array. We've secured
Here, let's see if we can at least destroy a building with this.
We've lost a build
We might have been able to hit both, but I'm not sure exactly how much damage those can take.
Full payment required. Transmission received.
Let's go.
We've
Y-wing
secured a
standing
build
by.
pad.
Fly in.
We've lost a
That won't destroy the building, but at least we can kill some of their straggling units.
Initiate bombing run.
We've secured a build pad.
Will.
Corey, eat a hamburger. No thank you, hamburgers are gross. I kind of need to go grocery shopping soon. I don't need a lot, so I can probably wait a while, but I'm keeping track of how many days I've been in self-isolation by how many bagels I have left. Because I bought 18 bagels and I've eaten one every day. There was one day I had 2, but then I skipped a day. So I think so far we're at 13. We've eaten 13 bagels. It's a good system, in my opinion. I just don't like I don't like food between other food generally. I like tacos because it's thinner, but the bread as a barrier between the food just feels wrong to me. I don't love it. In your mods, there's only one hero. There's only one hero I know who spawns units when it's used, and then he plans for more. I think there are a couple that actually work like that. We generally try to keep that for like smaller stuff, so you don't get too many cheesable free units. All right, that.
System conquered.
Now they can stop moving through the galaxy, and these planets will be cut off. And now every planet we go just in that direction won't open new grounds for us. Not the site new grounds. That hasn't been relevant for a long time.
Commander, fine.
I don't know if we're even going to be able to use the acclimators.
Commander,
We don't really have time to research up to level 4 with them.
Weapons ready.
It'd be nice to.
Waiting orders.
Fall out.
Let's move out.
ready to move. Heading out.
Alright, well, bye. Let's take a look at the charts here. Rebel economy. Our military is actually caught up. Well, it hasn't really caught up. We just dragged them down, kicking and screaming to our level. We're beating them in planets, and I think we have the better layout for planets right now, to be honest. Okay, Rendili.
Constructing unit.
That it would be nice if we still had Tapasi.
Unit cancelled.
I almost just want to do
Construction
this.
cancelled.
Because we should get a good bonus from you, right? Production, instruction starting production time. I'm not sure if we research faster from that. I don't think it classifies it as the same thing. But, oh well. Argyle planetary battle. Don't be a dick.
Mining facility destroyed. Construction complete.
On the way.
Rendili. Let's just get another one.
Unit.
We actually build the VSDs pretty quickly. I think that's one of the bonuses Rendili has. Or it just might be the number of shipyards we have. That's not taking too long.
Cruiser reporting. Destination confirmed.
There.
Enlisting troops.
Hopefully by blocking that off, we won't have to deal with as much.
Inputting coordinates. Moving.
They have this fleet over Corfi, which is less than convenient, but not horrible. Let's see, how's the military building back up? Yeah, they're going to spike a bit more.
Cruiser reporting.
And
We're on our way.
we'll get that into our fleet.
Reporting.
And, yeah, we can take Alcicon. Because it's just going to be a straight line for the rest of it.
Ready for duty.
Is it true Ack randomly wakes up at 5 a.m. just to send you guys a voice message of him calling you guys losers? No, he does that to ask to come to our Animal Crossing islands.
What can I do for you?
Very different.
Choose your reinforcements.
We'll be there shortly. Moving out.
Let's go. Moving out.
Heading
If you insult people, they won't let you onto their Animal Crossing island.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Oh shit.
Awaiting command.
No HV gun, please.
Yes, Commander. Let's go. Standing by.
Yes, sir. Fire at will.
I copy.
Time to move. This is suicide. Going.
Star Cruiser here.
Alright, so this will have to be a bit faster than I'd hoped.
Get him off me.
Roger that. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Pressing the attack.
Time's a wasting.
Attack! Form up. Attack!
At your command. Initiating attack.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders.
Waiting orders.
Yes, Commander. Waiting orders. Fire!
Ready for battle.
Or maybe they'll retreat.
We're in attack position.
I don't know how many units they actually have. If they don't seem to have any other ones. Right. Doesn't penetrate shields.
Warming up. Warming up. I'm on this one. I copy.
Ready for duty. Roger that. Form up. Target sighted. Awaiting orders. Copy. Attack.
Reporting. Lasers locked and ready.
I copy. Beginning attack pattern beta.
Okay. I don't think we'll lose anything from the HV gun. Our shields seem to be coming back well enough before it fires.
Awaiting instruction.
And we have a lot of HMPs now, so we can probably get at least 2 planets,
Reporting.
Alcicon and an Axis, pretty easily.
Shields are out.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
Under control.
Alright. We cannot survive too many more of those, but hopefully with the massive fighters we have, their fighters will go away soon.
This is a good idea.
Ready. Engage. Squadron reporting.
Yes, Commander. Engage target.
Hypervelocity cannon firing.
No! Please don't. Okay, never mind. Thank God. So many fighters. Well, actually don't want to leave Coruscant undefended, believe it or not. But I do want to grab this.
Log updated.
Going.
Reporting.
Coruscant. Da-da. Corfi. Let's upgrade those again.
Upgrade in
Those.
progress.
What do you got? Admin cost, that's fine. Pay whatever we need to. Alright.
Invasion commencing.
No XR-85s or even ATAAs.
Choose your reinforcements.
We've located the enemy.
Right away.
No Bs. Please.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
Hey, Tredo. Why do they have Jedi Starfighters? They aren't exclusively used by Jedi. That's just what made them famous. Jedi were good with them because they're kind of shit for everyone else, but
Yes, sir. Roger.
very maneuverable.
Waiting. Heading out.
The TIE Crawlers, I am a little bit worried about. I don't think they're actually able to shoot the air very well. But if they don't have any ATAAs, then we're probably golden.
Target confirmed. Going. Destination acknowledged. Target acquired.
If that's what you and your girlfriend have most in common, what would it be? Social awkwardness, maybe? I don't know.
Securing area.
We have a lot of, like, generally similar interests and stuff, but not exactly the same. So, it's a good... I think it's a good basis to start from there. So many HMPs. Is this the Coruscant map again? It does appear to be. It's apparently a very popular... All the core planets are just trying to emulate Coruscant, so... Gotta keep up with the Coruscant Joneses. And the Kardashians. Oh, I'm actually not worried about those at all. Please wait for your boarding ramp in a single file line. Everyone will be getting on the plane. I'm trying to liberate Alsacon. I'm not prejudiced against Alaskans. I want them to enjoy the freedoms that my new corporate empire is bringing to the world.
Commencing bombing run.
Through the magic of HMPs.
Enemies in range. Targets engaged.
See, I like to have a nice balanced ground force composition. Like, I like to have a few HMPs supported by a few HMPs. And then I like to throw some HMPs in because I feel like the HMPs have some weaknesses that more HMPs can really help level out. And if I do happen to lose a few HMPs, then I'll usually probably build a few more HMPs to support my HMPs. I'd like to see a new force-wielding threat in Ryan Johnson trilogy. I do hope that they're still making his. Because like they seem to have changed a lot of their production plans after Solo. So we'll see.
Destination acknowledged.
Because a lot of projects seem to have been combined into other stuff or shuffled around a bit. Like the Obi-Wan movie became the TV show. Or I guess Kenobi movie. Like, and it seems like
Securing area.
the speculation about a Boba Fett movie, which I think they even announced at one point, was what turned into The Mandalorian. And I've been really enjoying the TV show production especially, so I wouldn't mind if there was more emphasis on that. Like, hopefully even with High Republic we'll get some sort of TV show. Or not TV show, but like a streaming show. Why are you opening at Tom Morton's on Alaska? Wow, there's just so much wrong with that, Mar. I won't be baited into this. Between you and your girlfriend, who's the better cook or who cooks the most? I cook the most for us. Like, we basically just do whoever's house we're staying at or whoever's apartment we're staying at does the cooking, and we're at my place more often. So it's usually me. She's probably in general better, but she also usually tries to cook simpler stuff.
Bombing run available.
She's definitely a better cook than me, but
Bombers at the ready.
Commencing bombing run.
I guess I have some weird tastes with stuff. So, did you see the list of Lucasfilm backed board of writers that are? Did you see the Lucasfilm backed board of writers that are making an expanded universe? You mean for the High Republic project? Because I have seen the authors list for that, but it's not really an exclusive list of all Star Wars writers. That's just for that, for Project Luminous, High Republic stuff. That's unlucky, bloody Canada. When Charlie moves to Canada, you will start an X-Crew channel. X-Crew channel. Wow. We would never do that to Ek. Charlie's entire paycheck relies on X2, so we can't make an X-Crew channel. X-Screw. Because, like, I get to worry about 3 channels and the mods, which is a lot. You can't be excluded. You take some strain too, Josh.
Unit destroyed.
Congratulations. Everyone's taking strain today.
Bombardment available. Bombardment incoming.
I don't think they have many more units left. And what they do have left, our HMPs will gladly shoot at. They're just such good generalist units, and air units are hard for anything to hit or kill. So as long as they don't have like a massive ATAAs again, I don't think we're going to struggle much. Is there something under the ground here? Are you going to make me auto-resolve against this? Please retreat. Okay, never mind. Corey, why do you stream mostly when I'm asleep? I've started streaming earlier and earlier because partially because of the stream. Didn't I already click this? Am I? Huh. But yeah, partially because the X2 streams tend to be almost daily and much later, and I don't like overlapping them. But like Edge of Despair, obviously, is at a fixed time, so that one ends up being later. Other than that, I try to stream around like 5, so I'm usually done before X starts streaming. We haven't saved it all, so we really should. I'm not sure what our victory conditions are going to be. Because we're probably not going to take every planet. Hey, Corey, why don't you guys play junk Jackbox games with fans? I do want to do Jackbox again this week. Dana really wants that to happen as well. My roommate's probably going to join. And then I think Mark should even join. So hopefully that'll happen sooner than later. Alright, Biss is being held there. But it is a thing I want to start doing again. Because we used to do it every other week, but it's been a few months now. Let's go to Anaxis. Wow.
Time to move? Sure. Time's a wasting. Right. I'll get there.
Switch the attack pattern.
Inputting coordinates.
Got him now.
There are some shipyards here, I think.
Request escort. Adjusting course.
I'm on my approach. Fall out. Let's move out. Let's go.
They don't seem to have Golands, just
Let's go.
Space Colony and some shipyards or something.
Heading for coordinates.
Ready? Keep going. Watch for enemy fighters. This way. Fire.
Try not to let one
Fire.
sir. Attack that target. Awaiting
So I suppose we'll need to
Swinging around. Cruiser reporting.
come around that way,
Batteries online.
and then down this way.
target ready. Copy.
Almost in range.
Open fire. Reporting in.
Weapon.
Yeah, I think even with the adjustments, AOTR on easy, or like their easy version is normal, and I think they have close to the same modifiers as we do for normal there. Like on easy in TR, we have like half the build speed of the player, half the income of the player-ish. On normal in TR, they're on the same playing field, and in AOTR, hard is around the same as like probably Cruel Easy in TR. I'd have to look at how they've changed the numbers to know for sure, but they do scale very differently.
On the way.
Reporting.
Invasion commencing.
Oh crap, they have level 4 ATAs.
Choose your reinforcements.
Advancing.
What am I to do?
Commencing. Heading out.
Bees.
Attacking. Copy.
We secure
Commander.
a build pad.
Open fire. Moving out. Order, sir.
Alright. There's one of the ATAs.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted. We secure a build pad. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
All right, men. Load your
We
weapons.
lost a build pad. Unit destroyed.
This assault is going to be largely just for the garrison vehicle, or for the like the actual built vehicles, probably. Right, I'm not sure how many they have. I think they have at least 2, but it may just be 2.
Build pad. At maximum unit capacity.
Our best damage is still going to come from the HMPs, even if they do have AA turret or AA units. So hopefully they don't have that many, and we can
Unit
destroy them faster than they destroy all of our HMPs.
Unit destroyed. We lost a build pad. Unit
Oh, they have 3.
Attack.
Unit destroyed.
Alright, we can still get both other companies in, so...
This way.
Oh, I have no ST9s anymore. ST6Cs.
Reinforcements cancelled. Unit destroyed.
Shit, there's so many more of them.
Bombers reporting in.
Unit destroyed.
Commence attack run.
Unit destroyed.
Target locked.
I don't know how many there are.
Locking on.
There's at least 2 more.
Fire.
I think there's just those 2, though. Not to worry, we're still flying half an HMP squad.
Advancing.
How did Charlie get on his roof? He borrowed Eckhart's ladder. Wow. More people just want strain. Sorry, I'm just gonna open the... Okay.
Reporting. Squad, advance.
Alright, there's actually our first structure of the day over there. Let's see if we can get this other landing pad. Hey Connor, how's it going?
Awaiting orders.
Can we please stay away from the AA turret, please? Pretty please? You know what? Fuck it. If this is how it's gonna be, we're gonna have to kill it first. Alright, we killed it. Let's blow that up.
Moving out. Ready. Attack that target.
Yeah, so like Fall of the Republic has the beginnings of the ground reworks, but there is going to be more we do, like especially with the different battle events and stuff. Hopefully make things more dynamic.
Commence attack run. We've sighted them.
And less built around the orbital bombardment and bombing runs.
Engaged.
It's a hard thing to balance there, just how you... Because you'd want to remove the efficacy of a lot of the bombing runs and orbital bombardments because they're a big part of actually what makes ground battles worse. Oh shit, there's another ATAA. But yeah, they're a big part of what makes ground battles worse, actually. But they're also part of what makes them tolerable when ground battles aren't that good, because they are kind of like a get me the fuck out of here button in a lot of ways. How long has that been there? Because we lost all our HMPs. So you kind of got to like improve the ground battles while toning down orbital bombardments and bombing runs. And that's kind of the next step we want to do with the ground battles in TR and Fall of the Republic. Or in Fall of the Republic, because no one's really played the updates for TR yet.
Fire at will. Move out. Roger that. Attacking.
Yes, sir.
Warm up. Targeting. Right away. Firing. Moving to that area, sir.
Alright, what do we actually have to kill here still? Those two, a bunch of stuff in there.
Awaiting orders.
I want to save the bombing run until we have the orbital bombardment, so we can just use both at the same time.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Advancing.
At maximum
Moving out.
unit capacity. Production
Heading out.
Reinforcement point contested.
Advance. Y-wing here.
Alright, let's see... Oh my god. More fucking turrets.
There they are.
Get out of there.
Bombing run.
Get out of here.
Enemies in range.
Bombardment incoming.
That'll hopefully kill the repair pad as well.
Following your lead.
Nope, it's not actually going to kill the ATAA. It did kill the repair pad.
Unit destroyed.
I copy.
Roger that. Awaiting orders. Engaging enemy. Ready. Affirmative. Target confirmed.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Warm up.
Unit destroyed.
Order acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Destination acknowledged.
We
Moving
secured
to secondary
a pad.
position.
Alright, we'll move up this way as well.
We secured
Let's
a
see.
build pad.
Target acquired. This way.
We've lost a build pad. We've lost a
Securing
build
area.
pad.
Yes, Commander.
We've lost a build pad. We've secured a build pad.
Back off.
A build pad.
I think the ATAA is right there. Yes.
Warm up.
Order, sir. Reporting.
Orders. Advancing. Engaging.
Open fire.
Done. Engage.
Attack that target.
Bombing run available.
Copy.
When the only tool you have is an HMP, every problem looks like an ATAA.
Form up.
I think that's the saying, right?
Commencing bombing run.
Unit destroyed.
Wait a minute. Okay, that wasn't my HMP dying.
Enemies in range. Locking on. Ready. Let's move out.
Yeah, if they could stop building level 4 or ATAA 4s, then it'll be so much easier for me to take over the galaxy, and I'd appreciate that. Because I controversially want me to take over the galaxy. Right, you guys are stuck, so you are now on guard duty. Alright, this HMP is now safe to come back in. Should have researched the tech loss.
Unit destroyed.
Attacking target.
Swear to God, okay, that's not an AT, that's not an AA turret, so I don't care.
Awaiting orders.
All that matters is this HMP. This HMP is love, this HMP is life. You guys are just gonna shoot from there? That's nice. Way to contribute well, being a victim of Empire at War.
Support order acknowledged.
We lost a build pad. Unit destroyed.
Moving to area.
We secured
Bob, have I missed out on any major heroes? Oh shit. They killed it. Oh well. I can build more. I had Tog and he's dead. I have Forlom and Zuckus. And there's obviously the XO. Is there anyone else I should be looking into finding?
we secured a landing zone.
We'll back you up.
How do you screenshot in EAW?
Destroyed.
F12.
Unit destroyed.
We'll cover you.
Bombardment incoming.
Where is the objective?
Reinforcement point
CSA just has the ones you get. Okay.
Attacking.
Right, in we go.
Advancing.
Warm up. Open fire.
bombing run available.
Awaiting orders. squadron commencing attack.
Those bombers are now solely responsible for killing those units.
Bombing run.
And they didn't. You fucking let me down, guys.
Advancing.
Fire.
Orders. Weapons armed.
Targeting.
Getting closer if you have any
Commencing.
We've secured a
any needs.
Open
unit
fire.
destroyed.
Copy. This way.
Go punch him.
Securing area. Attacking.
The enemy has been
Got him.
defeated.
All right. Technically, there's Talankard, a medalist, but he's just a really good smuggler unit, and I don't think. Yeah, I'm probably fine.
System control achieved.
Volpter.
Unit in production.
Just in case anyone was unsure what I was going to build there, it's those. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm doing. It's because they're in space. That's the problem. Keep forgetting. That's my bad.
Constructing unit.
That's where all my ground research has been going. Fucking idiot.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
Reporting.
Reporting.
Where are we looking? Okay. Alright, should we do research on Coruscant then? Because they're going to be lame and hold space there. I don't want to abandon these planets.
Beginning construction.
I mean, I guess I could do it on any of these planets now. Yeah, we'll just do
Building under construction.
research here. Coruscant, I believe it's called.
Heading out.
Heading out.
Construction complete.
Should sell your fleet so you have a stronger economy than the AI. That's, we're gonna put some people on researching that. I can't believe you've done this. Get your raids out of here, jerk.
Reporting.
We secured a build pad. Turret constructing.
Order acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
We secured a build pad.
Yes, Commander. Keep going.
Construction complete. We secured a build pad. Turret
Order,
constructing.
sir.
Yeah, the
We secured a build pad.
Reporting.
Construction complete.
The enemy has been spotted. Awaiting.
Oh, are you scared, sir? Yeah, that's what I thought, jerk.
Securing area.
I just want to point out where it says chat revenue for me in YouTube. It went from saying $7 to saying $6.9, and that's very immature of you, YouTube.
Right behind you.
Grow up.
Come on, man, this way. Lead the way.
You know what?
We'll check it out.
I'm gonna go for the sensor. Will Imperial prisons ever work? Because I want to have a bunch of Charlies work on SSDs. Prisons will work, but they're also going to tie into influence. So by using forced labor, people won't like you very much, actually. Surprisingly. Kind of need to hunt them down because they're going to be better than us. So if we just lose all our people, it'll be what we're here for. Ah, they're running. Can you walk on people? I don't think you can. No, okay. It was worth trying. Very small feat, so it makes sense that they can't. I assume it's the same logic we used in Fall of the Republic for not doing it. But, you know, you gotta try these things. Otherwise, we're gonna spend the rest of our lives wondering, could I have stomped on them? You already played or tested the new version of AOTR? I was on Xstream when he was playing it last night. I haven't played it yet myself. We're probably going to start an AOTR campaign next weekend. That'll be our Sunday stream playthrough. I kind of want to make this a regular thing where we just have another mod that I'm playing in a live stream. Oh my god, they're right there. Or I have another mod I'm playing other than TR or Fall of the Republic on the weekends in live stream format. So we'll probably do AOTR, then we'll do another Phoenix Rising one, because I do want people to download this mod if they haven't already. Bob, do you know how many subscribers PR has?
Acquire a build pad.
Because ideally that should be like at least twice as high.
We've lost a
Like I can see you're right there, I'm pretty sure.
Ready.
And what?
We've secured a build
At least there's something on the minimap there. Oh, there they are.
We are victorious.
If you destroy indigenous building in a battle, will it impact your influence? No. We're probably going to be handling the indigenous units very differently in the future.
Destination confirmed.
Unit in production.
All right, Coruscant, research,
Construction.
speeders, research, heavy vehicles, I guess. They're very cheap, so I don't have to worry that much. We're getting more of that. We probably are going to have to fight like a giant secular or something. EXO rank 1.
Large active.
Is that because I spent all the money?
Construction complete. Upgrade complete.
Reporting.
Oh well.
Large reporting in.
And we'll use the next round of funding from our investors to get our space colonies.
Large active.
Barge active.
Construction complete.
Barge and in charge.
Fallout.
Enemy fleet approaching.
They're coming at Corellia. What? Did this seem like a good idea to you? Am I a joke to you? Anyway, the indigenous units could be tied to the influence level plan. Well, we do. We want to make it something where you actually have to get their support, so it'll probably require a certain amount of influence to be like a structure that you build.
At your command.
Have you ever seen Love, Death, and Robots? I've seen an episode of it. One of
Ready for battle.
my roommate's friends came over and made us watch it, and it was very weird. It was like a guy imagining having sex with a woman who was actually a spider,
Heading out.
I think. It was something.
Order acknowledged.
Transport here.
Standing by. Reporting in. Coming about.
What do you want? I'll see what I can do.
Ready for duty.
You watched Cory in the House. I unfortunately have. Yeah, I know it's an anthology, but that's just the only one I've seen.
Construction complete.
Reporting.
I can't say I loved it.
Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna get our next $100,000 in a second.
Reporting.
Construction
Am I wasting my time by getting the strike breakers up to level 4? Should I be doing something else?
Training soldiers.
Let's get 3 of those. Let's get 1 of those.
Construction.
And 1 of these there, bud.
Under construction.
And I guess on top of that, we're gonna go over here there, bud. And we're gonna get the level 4s. And we're gonna get 2 of them level 4s there. And I think we're gonna go and get gonna maybe get, sorry about the vacuuming, by the way. A lot of laser cannons for AV. Okay, perfect. But we're also going to invest in some HMPs. So, there, bud. I think after that, there, bud. We get 1 of those there, and 1 of those there. Let's actually get... Okay, we can get... we can actually get another 1 of those there. Did that actually cost less over here? It did. So we're going to get those there. That's going to take longer to build. So let's get 1 of those there. I'm not sure what the build speed will be like here. I assume fantastic. Based on nothing.
Inputting coordinates.
Admin cost, spend the rest of our money on that. So you just gotta spend all the money you have, or else the admin costs are just gonna take it all away from you.
Construction complete.
Cruiser reporting. We'll be there shortly.
Alright, let's check how Trellan's doing. Duro.
Let's go.
Duro's not doing so well. Chasen's not doing so well either. So we could like take this stuff we're building up here, go to Duro and Chasen, leave something in space over it, and then we're really only dealing with 1 section. We're not chasing them off of more than that. I was really hoping to get Coralag as well. Because the longer I wait with this, the longer it's gonna... Or the more they're gonna build up. They're actually not building up proportionally that much faster than us. What are we actually looking at here? 3 ISDs, or 2 ISDs and a Tector? No. 1 Tector and 1 ISD, 2 Tectors. Got it. Make it so that if there's a battle in the deep core, there's a 0.1% chance of the Eclipse appearing in a raid fleet like an X-News video. I mean, the Eclipse itself is already a unit, so I don't think we make it a raid fleet thing. And, I mean, most importantly, when you put that many zeros before the decimal point, it doesn't actually decrease the chance. Because I think that's the second time you've done that. And I thought I'd be helpful by pointing that out.
Star Cruiser here.
Tactical battle imminent.
Rocopia. Fuck. I forgot Rocopia had the no vehicles, and I only have vehicle factories. Can I auto-resolve this and win?
Factory destroyed.
Yeah. Well.
System lost.
Setting course.
Construction complete.
Moving out.
Let's go.
Invasion commencing.
That's annoying.
Yes, sir.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out. Roger.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
Reporting in. Over there. Roger that.
Can I not get over there? No. Alright, well, thank you for your patronage there, Empire.
Secured a build pad. Planetary control achieved. Beginning construction.
Okay, let's get all of our money.
Heading out.
Spent before we get the admin costs. I forget when exactly it comes in, but whatever. Like at this point, I think researching another ship type up to level 4 isn't going to work for us.
Upgrade in progress. Upgrade in progress. Upgrade in progress. Researching.
Ground probably we can do, but space probably not.
Mission log updated.
Crap. I should have just spent it all.
Tactical battle imminent.
Building
Alright, you're all
under
going to be
construction.
barracks.
Moving into position.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
Let's just stop these from being a problem so we can just sit over Racopia instead of having to sit over Corellia.
Yes, Commander. Heading out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Fall out. Let's move out. Let's go.
Let's move out.
Navigating to coordinates.
Send reinforcements. Inputting coordinates.
Weapons online. Fire at will.
Is this our first goal in 3? I think it
Roger
is.
that. Open fire. Destination confirmed.
Well, Monster Gaming, it's a good one and you should download it. There's a link in the description.
Awaiting command. Targeting.
Enemy targeting at maximum firepower. Attack that target.
Yes, Commander.
Form up.
Roger. Beginning approach.
Anytime now.
Awaiting orders. Attacking target.
Transport ready. Where do you want us? Attack.
Alright, not too bad. Let's see.
Fire at will. Attacking. I copy. We're on our way. Targeting.
Here we go.
Standing by. Firing.
I let them hold this for probably longer than I needed to.
Over there.
We probably could have taken it back almost immediately after we lost it.
Large active.
Swinging around. Making another pass.
Star Cruiser standing by.
Large reporting in.
Full speed ahead.
Roger that. Roger that. Heading out.
Alright. Maybe they'll retreat again.
Target.
On our way.
They've been retreating a lot when they don't have the actual ships to challenge us.
Heading for coordinates.
Oh, well,
I've got a pick. Making another pass.
Awaiting instruction.
God, after the stream last night,
Waiting orders.
Eck and Charlie and I were watching the Birio cart that I was on first. Or, the first Birio cart I was on, rather. And it was a shit show.
Copy. Enemies in range. Attack formation.
That was something.
Incoming.
Moving in for the kill.
Ready. Cruiser reporting.
Swinging around.
We'll be there shortly.
Try not to let one
Right away. Batteries online.
Got him lined up.
Shield generator is down.
Attack.
On the run.
Okay. Bye. Oh no, Ostrich, not you too.
Star Cruiser standing by.
Construction
Alright, they're gonna be our space defense.
On the way.
Let's go.
Tactical battle imminent.
Where's this? Oh, that's the one I did. That went much I don't know why. I'm an idiot. In Father Republic, does the CIS integration happen on a timer, or will they actively integrate? The AI actively integrates.
Choose your reinforcements.
Commander.
They do get a bonus depending on the difficulty level. So on Admiral, they get
Ready for command.
a really significant bonus.
Not. Let's go.
So they only need to do like
If
a
you
couple,
say so.
maybe even one research.
Choose your reinforcements.
But they do it.
Fine, fine.
Destination confirmed.
Heading out.
Alright, this section of the galaxy has been kind of cut off from the rest of the Empire for a while now.
We'll be there shortly.
I guess we haven't had Zorth for that long, but it was definitely not one of their
Attack that target.
key areas.
Attacking target.
Targets incoming.
Throttle at full.
Get fucked. Oh, is this our first Lancer? There, and now it's gone.
Awaiting instructions.
Thrusters at maximum. Swinging around. Swinging around.
Ready for orders.
Ready. Setting course.
They do seem to have been going for a lot of ship production here.
Reporting in.
Unfortunately, it's not helping them very much.
Commander. Ready to move. You're kidding, right?
Scratch one. Swing around.
Scratch one.
Reporting in. Order received.
What can I do for you?
Attack position.
Copy that. Attacking.
At your command. Moving out. Ready for battle.
Okay. If you're just gonna turn around, you can go and kill some shipyards for us.
Weapons online. Certainly.
There's another shipyard back there. There's what, 5 of them? Yeah.
Ready for duty. Making another pass. Let's move out. We've got him on the run.
Okay, just as good.
I'm in range. That's got him.
Alright, so this fleet is going to just go back to Racopia. And we're going to build Racopia. Oh, fuck, they have more stuff.
Construction complete.
Moving.
Heading out.
Let's see what's there. Not much. Okay, this is where that dreadnought went.
Ready for duty. Over there.
Will more economic stations be added to TR than the trade stations? Potentially. We don't like having too many types of structures because that makes it
All out. Let's go.
Moving out.
it makes some of the economic situations weird because they're typically better limited by by number, and we try to do stuff that stops it from snowballing. Having a bunch of different types makes it harder for smaller factions to get an economy going and much easier for larger factions to snowball, which kind of defeats the purpose of a lot of economic changes. So there has to be other stuff to offset it. Because obviously we do want larger factions to be making more money, but we also need to have some level of diminishing returns for that. Because like snowballing is a much bigger economic issue in Empire at War than running out of money.
On our way.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, fuck.
Tactical battle imminent. Tactical battle imminent. Tactical battle imminent.
Heading for coordinates. Setting course.
Battle imminent.
Says my Corey is saying economic station. Well, in Canada, usually economic is said instead of economic. Or at least where I am. Where I'm from.
We've come across enemy units.
I'm not saying it as a reference to Justin.
Let's move out.
Economics heart ladder.
Moving into position.
Economic hearts ladder.
Navigating to coordinates.
Our main shields are out. Time to move.
Kind of need to make sure that they don't get away.
Inputting coordinates.
Awaiting orders. Initiating attack.
Is this a 4?
Our
Yeah, it's a
shields
4.
are down.
Reporting. Targeting.
But even they're less threatening now that we have
Position.
VSD 4s and Invincible 4s.
Increase to full throttle.
Time's a wasting. I'm ready. Attack. Okay.
Room. There was a point in this campaign where I was ready to admit defeat, throw in the towel. We have overcome.
Going.
Let's move
Make sure
out.
there's nothing else here still. Okay.
Let's go.
Star Cruiser standing by. Let's go.
Upgrade
I'm gonna get another research station because I'm not sure if we were missing out on some stuff already.
Enemy fleet
Oh
approaching.
fuck. Ah! Does that mean they've left Trellin? This looks like the Trellin fleet. I don't want to fight 4 ISDs. I just don't. Well, while we're waiting, hold on.
Constructing.
Okay, I can't actually change... Yeah, you can't change the filters while it's doing that.
Constructing unit. Unit in production.
Is there an interdictor there? No. What is this? Tector 3 or ISD 3? Tector 3. ISD 4. It's the range on those that scare me. Scares me. I'll post the image of the new SSD. Yeah, if you want.
Inputting coordinates. Request escort.
I copy.
Awaiting command.
Reporting. Awaiting instructions. The shields aren't holding.
God, the damage.
Our shields are down.
Preparing for jump to light speed.
Just getting absolutely demolished. If you had to be honest, you want Corey to lose the campaign. I mean, that's not a difficult thing for him to admit. I think that VSD was going to die if that salvo had actually hit it. Bob always wants me to lose. That's why Edge of Despair is called Edge of Despair. Because Bob just wanted despairs all the time.
Tactical battle imminent.
Fuck.
I copy. Moving. Reporting.
We secured a build pad.
Advancing. Awaiting orders.
Don't even get Zuckus.
Forces ahead. Reporting. Copy. Awaiting orders.
Ha!
I copy.
Your ATAA spam will do nothing.
Done. Reporting.
We lost
Your ATAT spam may.
Yes, sir. Targeting.
Unit destroyed.
Attack that
Unit
target.
destroyed.
Advancing.
Yes. Roger that. At our price.
Yes, Commander. Orders, sir. Squad, move out.
Form up. Advance. Orders. Copy. I copy. Reporting. Target confirmed.
Reporting.
Unit destroyed.
Waiting.
We secured a build pad.
Awaiting orders.
Armed and ready.
Unit
Ready.
destroyed.
Yes, sir.
We secured a build pad.
Roger.
Your requirements.
All right.
Reporting in.
Let's see.
Roger that.
We secured a landing zone.
Target acquired.
Okay, they have no landing zone. All we have to do is kill everything they have. This is probably not going to kill a vehicle. Ooh.
I will break into the system.
Form up. Awaiting orders.
They're going to try to bomb us.
We lost a build pad. Unit destroyed. We lost a build pad.
I'm only really concerned about orbital
Right away,
bombardments.
sir.
What is your concern? I will tackle your position.
I think he's struggling to actually use the ability. Okay, just forget it. Yeah, I don't think this is going to do anything, but it's worth a try.
I copy. Reporting.
Ready. Engaging.
Order acknowledged.
Unit
Squad,
destroyed.
advance. Attacking target. Yes, Commander.
Oh, did that actually do something?
Order, sir.
Full payment required.
We secured a build pad.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Fire at will. Ready. Attacking. Yes, sir. Targeting.
Maybe this won't be as big of a problem as I thought.
Yes, sir.
I can't get the money,
Roger.
or I can't get the turret because I have no money.
Firing.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
In.
None of that. Oh, fuck. This is it. Well, they did that in a really bad position.
Destroyed.
Roger that. Form up.
What are you armed with? Material mine. I want to put it somewhere where it'll actually go off. Do I need to start shooting other stuff so they'll start walking? And there we go.
Unit destroyed.
Awaiting orders. Copy.
The downside of them being stunned is that they're not going to walk on the mines.
Roger that.
I copy. Moving to that area, sir. Affirmative.
Unit destroyed.
Target confirmed. Advance.
We secured a build pad.
Come on. I'm not stunning you. I'm not stunning you. You can step. It's fine. You're going to be fine. Okay, you're not going to be fine. I wanted you to step on mines, but you're not going to do it, so I'm going to stop lying to you now. To think I was worried. Okay, I'm a little bit worried still.
We'll cover you.
We lost the aircraft.
Providing backup.
Come on, you're on a mine. Okay, I guess you're not on a mine. Well, no, you're on a mine. You'll turn around and step on it. It's fine. I'm walking them through people, but oh well.
Unit destroyed.
Okay, it didn't actually set off the mines how I hoped.
Unit destroyed. Unit
No, no, no.
The enemy has
Got
been
him.
defeated.
That's what I thought, jerks.
Heading out.
On the way. Heading out.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Nice try. This is a less nice try. I actually don't understand what they're going for here.
Choose your reinforcements.
Star Cruiser in.
I really think that fleet that they sent here was the bulk of their forces.
Star Cruiser standing
And I think it was the fleet from Trellin.
Shield generator is down. Anytime now.
Roger that.
It's too bad we never really got to MTCs. But if we research too much, it's giving them more time to build up. And that won't be good.
Ready? Let's go.
Awaiting orders. Moving into position.
I've got him lined up.
Large active.
Cruiser reporting.
Will support ships be added to TR or are they exclusive to Father Republic? They are going to be added to TR. The MTC is going to be one of them. Star Galleon. It's just we added them sooner in Fall of the Republic than we generally intended to because they also made a good interdiction mine deployer. But then even the healing ended up being useful enough that we're probably okay with putting them in TR now.
All out. Fire! Yes, sir. Ready.
They're falling back.
Transport here. Why not?
Alright. Lost a Quasar 4. We will need more money. 'Cause we need more infantry. We lost a lot of infantry.
Upgrade complete.
Moving.
On our way.
That's what we call emergency scouting in the business here. This is what we call not using a
Sir.
Yes, sir.
a Pathfinder in the business here.
Waiting instructions.
But I don't regret it because we have 3 unit types. We would have ended up with the same kind of thing.
Copy
And
that.
now I can't screw myself into the upfront damage.
Commander. I'll see what I can do. time now.
Weapons online.
Such a fast little guy.
Reporting. Let's move.
I know usually in universe they don't refer to Tector Star Destroyers as
Ready for battle.
fast little guys, but
Attack.
my stream, I'll do it if I want.
Yes, Commander.
Will you do a video on the new AOTR update? Yes. Next Sunday I'm going to start a playthrough at this time slot, basically.
Standing by.
I'll bring these closer just in case we need the repair.
Ready for duty.
And I'll bring these freighters closer just in case I need money, I guess? I don't know.
Why not?
I copy.
I don't know how they ended up in this fleet. I thought we had ground units in the fleet. I didn't realize we had transports.
Ready for duty.
Alright, stop there.
Roger that. Fire. Form up. I've got something. Open fire.
While it's shooting at fighters,
Attack that
we
target.
might be able to
Star Cruiser standing
get
by.
through there.
Attacking target.
Awaiting orders. Attack that target. Attacking
The
target.
shields are going down
Fire at
pretty
will.
quickly. But that's also with our abilities on.
I'm on him. Vector set.
Didn't make it. Okay, that makes sense.
Attacking. Targeting. Got him lined up. Copy. I copy. Navigating
I'll
to
see if I can pull this VSD out.
Roger that. Fire at will.
Transport ready.
I'm not sure what the circle icon is. If that's like a... I don't think we fought
the shield.
that kind of structure before, maybe? Or I just don't notice the icon because it's kind of small. And we have.
Reporting. Awaiting instruction. Firing.
Form up. Let's go.
Falling back.
God damn it. Please no.
Yes, Commander. Launching attack. I'm in range. Ready.
We're going to lose a VSD. We're not even going to kill the Tector. That's lame. That is fucking annoying. Do I have a favorite lightsaber hilt? Not really.
Going there now.
Station ready.
Heading to coordinates.
Invasion commencing.
Alright, there will be reprisals against Korlag for that shit.
The enemy is approaching.
Ready. Heading out.
Choose your reinforcements.
Target acquired.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
Yes, sir. Roll out. Going. Yes, sir. Going. Target acquired.
The downside with the HMPs is that
Unit destroyed.
their transport, I don't think it shoots. I don't think it's armed. Excuse you, air units. This is supposed to be my strategy?
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
See, Bob and I are supposed to be friends, but he just takes too much pleasure in bad things happening to me. It's very rude. They might be armed, actually. Oh well.
Unit destroyed.
I'm not sure. They're very big.
destroyed.
What are we getting shot by? Oh, AA turret there.
Unit destroyed.
That's what we're getting shot by.
Choose your reinforcements. At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
You're all just at the dumbest angle.
Bombing run available.
Okay, that one just has a low rate of fire. I think it's just because it's so bulky, it was harder for me to see this stuff coming from it.
Commencing bombing run. We've sighted them.
You can probably split some of these up.
Targets engaged.
Will we unleash some rebels for that? I wouldn't mind that.
Unit destroyed.
My best Charlie impression? I don't know. I don't think I have a good Charlie impression to give. I'd hate to do him a disservice like that. Alright, now let's get to the other side of the map.
Unit destroyed.
Hey. These goddamn stealth turrets. Alright, let's go that way. Get up there.
Bombardment available.
It seems like a lot of stuff we can nuke. Alright, this is where they've been doing a good amount of their research, it looks like. Or at least some of their research. I'm gonna take it just for granted that this is the facility where the ATAAs were being developed. So we've avenged our former HMP pals. That's what the P actually stands for in HMP, little known fact, PAL. They're heavy missile pals. Stop! Stop it! No, not you stop. You stop.
Bombing run available. Unit destroyed.
Initiate bombing run.
They're just so tiny, because I'm already shooting missiles. So I just take the sound effect to be my own stuff. And then it turns out it's their stuff.
Following your lead.
It's very, very rude of them. I never gave them permission to do that.
Unit destroyed.
I guess we probably shouldn't worry about that.
Unit destroyed.
Oh, you're stuck, that's why.
At maximum unit capacity. Production halted.
There's another HMP destroyer down here. It's not allowed.
Unit destroyed.
There's one right in our midst. I think it's mostly just infantry around here. The HMPs at this point have become less efficient, but they can kill everything anyway, so... Hey! Alright, everything's out of there. Go kill those ones.
Bombing run available.
I'm surprised they're not running yet.
Squadron commencing attack.
Clearly we have just annihilated them.
Commence.
They need to accept that it's over.
I'm on the run. We've sighted them.
Okay, there we go. By Talons.
Planetary control achieved.
Alright, Chandrilla, and then... Once we have Brental, we've actually split them into 2 planets. Or, not 2 planets, 2 sections. We're so close.
Constructing. Constructing. Building cancelled.
Why
Constructing.
not? We have Strikebreaker 2s. Alright. I think this is a good time to
Enlisting troops.
spam a bunch of spy thingies. What's going on at Trellin? Very little. Hey, wait a minute. They have ATAAs there. Again, not allowed. How many are in this fleet? This is a 244 pop cap? Oh, galactic pop cap. What's the tactical cap? Well, I don't know. I think we've usually had a combination like that.
Heading for coordinates.
Let's get these ground units over
Cruiser
there.
reporting.
Let's go.
Construction complete.
Alright, before we get our admin capacity.
Beginning construction.
Um,
Beginning construction.
is researching on Lucre Hulk going to do much good for us? Who cares? Let's do it
Upgrade
anyways.
progress.
Destination confirmed.
Oh, fuck. It's like they knew.
Construction complete. Mission log updated.
But that's the trade they make. Spending money before the admin costs come in, that is cheesy. I mean, what do you want from me?
What can I do for you?
Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements cancelled.
VSD production is
On our way.
like an offshore banking account, apparently.
Moving out. Heading out.
Inputting coordinates.
Moving into position. Fall out.
Fall out.
Awaiting order.
To be honest, Bob, I feel like me, as the CSA, spending all my money before I have to pay any and what I'm going to call taxes or probably salaries, I think that's the most CSA thing you can do. I'm role-playing here.
I copy.
This poor IPV.
They're falling back.
Targeting.
All right, Brental is the real turning point here. I was gonna say, do we have enough to take this planet? But we have 9 HMP. Of course we do. Those guys thought it would be just another day of defending Chandrila. Little did they know.
At maximum
The CSA would attack.
Action halted.
Enemy unit sighted.
Going. Awaiting orders. Ready. Done. Attack order confirmed. Right away. Yes, sir. Advance. Roger. Move out. Weapons armed.
Was slavery legal in the CSA because people are... Yeah, there was a lot of slaving going on in the CSA. They were not good. They're arguably worse than the Empire in some ways.
Roger that. Moving area. Targeted.
I am going to do some datapad videos on the CSA coming up. And I'll probably go into that.
Affirmative. Target confirmed.
We've lost a build pad.
Wall out.
Like, in some ways, they were a subsidiary of the Empire, and they were allowed to exist because of the Empire. So, the Empire is equally responsible for anything they do.
Bombing run available.
Oh, shit.
This way.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir. Computers locked.
They have ATAAs. The thing that I said they didn't have.
Commence
Unit
attack.
destroyed. Unit destroyed.
My one weakness.
Advancing.
Target locked.
Orders.
Make an orderly single file line out of there.
Locking on.
I copy. Reporting. Right away. Target acquired.
That's actually only 4 structures. I think they have more somewhere else. Yeah, they do. So while we're busy, while we're waiting, we can be busy.
Engaging. Moving to area. Heading out. Wall out. Going. Engage.
Bombardment available.
Destination acknowledged.
Unit destroyed.
Open fire.
Hey, hey, hey.
Going.
Must be the money.
Yes, Commander.
Bombardment incoming.
What a good target you provided.
Enemies in range.
Aw. I was so close. I get one more shot at nope.
Targets engaged.
Acknowledged.
Nope, fine. I'm not mad.
Securing area. Attack order confirmed.
This one was very enthusiastic, and its enthusiasm may have gotten it killed. Apparently not, though.
Commencing. Attacking.
Alright,
This way.
you guys can walk on in there.
Transmit the operation.
Where's Zuckus? There we go.
Waiting.
So we can bring in more stuff. We can either use that extra pop cap for some infantry, or consider this, more HMPs. Okay. No more HMP or ATAs for you. More HMPs for you. That's the one thing that's guaranteed in life. Death, taxes, and HMPs.
We secured a landing zone.
So Caleb, I hate to tell you this, but you realize that the Sith, if you want to call the Jedi religious fanatics, the Sith are a death cult? And they're like actually in charge of it?
Bombing run available.
Ready. Gold Squadron commencing attack.
We are victorious.
Initiate bombing.
Planetary control achieved.
Alright, let's put another spy on Trellin. I wonder if it's just build up because we're on an adjacent planet like that.
Fallout.
Construction complete.
But... Oh, do we have multiple here? We do.
Construction complete.
Let's go. Inputting coordinates.
Construction complete. Enlisting.
Let's move out.
Construction complete.
Let's go. Tactical battle imminent.
You have any news on Rise of the Mandalorians? No. I'm not involved with that.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out.
There was
Reinforcements cancelled.
a relatively recent release of it, though. So I don't know that...
Move out.
I don't know what Farseer's plans on it are going forward. I know he was commissioned to do a Starhawk, so he posted that model.
Over there.
But I don't know if there's like any other plans to expand
We've got him.
Rise of the Mandalorians.
Yes, sir. Firing.
Okay, let's see if we can actually kill this with what we have. I think we can,
Reporting.
because the Invincible Force should be pretty tanky.
Warm up. Attack. Ready. Reporting in.
Batteries online. Weapons ready. Holding fire for maximum effect.
Copy that. Attack formation.
Almost in range.
Enemies in range. Weapons online.
Yes, sir. Engage target.
Reporting. Enemies incoming. Pushing forward.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, the sound didn't come out. I'm just watching a bunch of people put some of the dumbest political opinions in chat possible.
Attack.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Yes, Commander. Awaiting orders. Fire. Standing by.
At your command.
Open fire. Attacking target.
Ready for battle.
Star Cruiser here.
Alright, there's one. They might retreat. Okay, there's still one more. And we've only lost half the shields on that.
Reporting in. Attack position.
Roger that.
Ready for duty.
Form up. Fire! Cover me.
Roger that. Flank speed. Pressing the attack.
Awaiting orders. Open fire!
Form up. Coming about. Initiating attack.
Copy. Attack that target.
Did we actually lose a VSD? No, it's just clustered in with
Destination
stuff.
confirmed.
I thought they had a ship or a couple ships here. But I don't think so anymore.
Attacking target. Fire at will.
Copy. We're on our way. Full speed ahead.
Reporting. Attacking. Yes, sir. Moving out. Targeting.
I copy. We're in attack position.
Awaiting instructions.
Time to move.
Reporting. Target sighted. Moving into position.
Ready.
Commander. Waste of good cargo.
Alright, it'll be, what, Trellin, then Kuat is connected to Trellin? We'll see how many defenses they have there as well. Because they seem to be shifting their main fleet north and south between Trellin and Brental.
Affirmative.
Beginning attack pattern beta.
Weapons online. Reporting.
Yes, Commander. Holding fire for maximum effect. We'll be there shortly.
Awaiting command.
Ready.
Yes, Commander.
Cruiser reporting. Fire.
Ready to move. Firing.
Attack formation. Got one. Visual contact. Draw their fire.
Alright.
Batteries online.
Standing by. Star Cruiser here.
Weapons ready. Yes, sir. Open fire.
Got him now.
Attack that target.
Beginning attack pattern beta.
Star Cruiser standing by.
At your command. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Right. They're not retreating. So I guess they just want to die.
Ready for battle.
Target's coming in fast.
What can I do for you?
Reporting in. Right away. Ready for duty.
So I don't think we're going to actively take every single planet. We're probably getting towards the end here.
Awaiting orders.
I want to take out that main fleet.
Enemies incoming.
Or at least get to the point where we can take out that main fleet.
Holding fire for
But we'll probably stop invading the actual planets. We don't really need the extra economy stuff.
I'll try.
And the land battles are going to take a fair amount of time,
Okay.
and I'm
I'll fire
starving.
my
We've
one
been going for
laser
3
right
hours, so.
Form up. Fire at will.
I copy. At once. Attack!
Awaiting orders. Copy.
We need to break off.
What's actually here then? That they're.
Let's go.
They're falling back.
Oh, never mind. They're leaving. Oh, that's how they've been getting back and forth so fast, because it's technically just the 2 connections there. So, let's spy on you.
Upgrade complete.
Spy on you.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, hello there. So, what do we got? An ISD-4, a Tector-4, an ISD or a Tector-3 as well, a VSD-4.
What?
I copy.
What do you want? Transport here.
Reporting.
Anytime now.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, Commander.
I think they definitely outgun us.
Move out.
Transport ready, if you say so.
Yeah, I don't think I want to engage with this just yet. We need to bring the rest of our stuff together, and I think after we take the stuff off Brental, because they're a little bit spread out, that we can handle it.
Heading for coordinates. Tactical battle imminent.
Crap, is it all back? They were down to 3 units, and I figured I could take any 3 of the ones that were there. So let's see what's still here.
Yes. Fine. Fine.
Weapons armed. Let's go.
Choose your reinforcements.
Inbound.
Acclimator, sure.
Navigating to coordinates.
Setting course. Moving into position. Fall out.
Destination confirmed.
They seem to have put in at least something that's worse.
Where are you? I'm hit.
Yes, sir. Awaiting instructions. Ready.
I've got him on my scopes.
Oh, and a gladiator. Okay, this is perfect.
Orders reporting in.
Got him now.
Copy that.
I copy.
Shield generator.
There is a chance we lose an invincible, but it's the invincible 3.
Awaiting command.
There's one on me. Ah! Swinging around. Someone's on my tail. Encountering resistance. Someone's on my tail.
Yeah, we did lose it,
Your
but
reinforcements.
I hope it's not going to be another situation where we end up getting screwed by a retreat.
Are here. Open fire.
Commander, Maybe I can make it angry and it will make a mistake.
Targeting.
Our shields are down.
We really need to kill that ISD or else this is just not worth it.
Attack that target.
Awaiting instructions.
Roger
Beginning
that.
attack pattern beta. Loosen up.
Our main shields are out.
Yes, Commander. Heading out.
Ready to move.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders.
Ready. Firing. Launching attack.
Form
So
up.
fast.
Throttle at full. Setting course.
Cruiser
Okay,
reporting.
come on. You really need to start actually moving out there. I guess, is it getting tractor beamed or something?
Fallout.
We're gonna... Another retreat's gonna happen.
Down.
Time's a wasting.
Awaiting orders.
I need an interdictor of some kind.
Weapons ready.
God damn it.
Attack position.
What can I do for you?
It's the second time this happened.
I always wanted to be a fighter pilot.
I'm losing control.
Here, Ranger. That was not worth it. God damn it.
Let's
Research
move out.
complete. Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, this is our real good fleet.
Heading out. Fall out.
We're on our way. We'll be there shortly. Moving out.
Let's go. Moving out.
Heading out. Fallout.
And this planet is really the only one that's keeping us from being able to move wherever we want at any point.
Fire at will. I copy. Attacking.
We're gonna get another 150-ish, or 127,000 credits after the week, so we can also build a few more ships.
Affirmative.
So let's just focus on the Venator and stuff.
Enemies in range.
Target's coming in
Yes,
fast.
sir. The shields aren't holding.
Enemies incoming. Attack.
Loosen up. Scanner contact behind me.
At your command.
Target's coming in fast.
Let's move out.
Yes, sir. Fire.
Ready for battle. Let's go.
Awaiting instructions.
Reporting in. Pressing the attack.
Blast, my stabilizer broke.
Initiating attack. Keep going.
Ready. Open fire. Reporting in. Attack that target.
Ready for duty. We're in attack position.
Keep your eyes open.
Alright, that VSD needs to VS die. The game came out in 2006. It is just over 14 years old now. So I think the anniversary was in February.
Choose your reinforcements.
Heading
We're
out.
drawing their fire. Target's coming in fast.
Because the Thrawn's Revenge anniversary is
Awaiting
June
command.
8th.
Got one.
Yes, Commander.
So we're a few months younger than it.
Prepare for evasive maneuver. Encountering resistance.
Standing by. Firing.
Roger that.
Making another pass.
Target sighted.
I'm on the
Star Cruiser here. Affirmative.
Is this shooting missiles, or did that come from fighters? I think that came from the fighters, and it just...
I'm ready.
I looked at the right time for it to look like that.
Roger.
Alright, and now the Dreadnought.
Enemies in range. Enemies incoming.
We did lose a ship, but I think,
I've got him lined up.
unless it's all literally together,
Attack.
or literally all together, I think we can handle what they have left.
Fire.
Because they have been splitting up a little bit. And if they don't put it together, then we can just close them in. Or if they do put it together, we can just close them into a single planet.
Copy.
which we're slowly making our way towards.
Almost in range.
Why are there no mods for the base key yet? There were a few when it was the thing that was out, but it's been a long time since you could even really buy just the base game. And like other people were saying, there's stuff that Forza Corruption added that was better than Empire at War. Like generally that'll be how it goes. And
Orders. This way.
it wasn't that long between the release of Empire at War and Forza Corruption. It was about 6 months.
Awaiting instructions. Fire at will.
Let's see. Fidel. I think this fleet can go to Fidala, and then we can go to Kuwait
On our way.
with all of it.
Battle imminent. Heading for coordinates. Setting course.
Construction complete.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh shit.
What do you want?
In theory, couldn't Petroglyph release another expansion to EAW like Forza Corruption? No, it would have to be like they would have to be essentially contracted by at this point EA to do it, or before LucasArts. And like they talked to LucasArts and then EA about wanting to do more Empire at War stuff. Either it would be an expansion or a new game, and LucasArts said no, and then EA also said no. But EA and Disney are also the ones who did clear doing the patches in 2017, 2018.
Choose your reinforcements.
I don't know that they've really been in the best shape as a company since Empire at War's release.
Move out.
Okay, that's going to tank for us.
Ready. Come across.
They haven't really
Attacking.
gotten near the same level of success with any other games since then, and especially with the projects immediately afterwards,
Firing.
they tended to have a bit of
Online.
trouble with their publishers, especially.
Let's go. Navigating to
I
coordinates.
think if we just mash this with
Destination confirmed.
VSDs, yeah, there we go.
Let's go. Inputting coordinates.
Like they got sued by one of their publishers when they were making Mythion, I think that one was. And they also tried to get into board games as well as MOBAs. And it seems like they sunk a lot of money into that, but
Open fire.
they never really got the player base to sustain themselves as a MOBA. Like, especially this is when like Heroes of New Earth was still big, League of Legends was big, Dota was big. And there were a lot of other MOBAs that started off and then just weren't able to sustain themselves because it was popular, but it's not a genre that can be popular by having a bunch of games. It has to be,
Weapons ready.
especially with multiplayer stuff, it's usually only a couple multiplayer games of a certain genre that are going to be able to survive at once. And when there's no single player component to it, it's very risky. I'm not really sure why they
Squadron
decided
ready.
to do that.
Yes, Commander.
Swinging around. At your command.
Like EA has a relationship with Petroglyph now through doing the Command and Conquer remasters, because Petroglyph came from Westwood, which is the company that made
For battle.
Command and Conquer
Confirmed.
before. I think they were shut down by EA, but
We're on our way.
it was a year or two ago where EA got them back on board to as Petroglyph to do the the remasters, but I'm not even sure how many people are there still from that point. I know Brian Hayes still works there, and like he's the one that handles the Empire War patches, or handled the Empire War patches.
Roger that.
And he was there, I think, from the actual development of Empire War.
Moving into position.
But I don't know that anyone else is. Like Adam Eisgreen was one of the lead developers for it, or lead designers for it, and he's now the creative lead on Age of Empires. Mike Legg, the president, is still there,
I copy.
or CEO, one of the two.
Scratch one. Stay in attack formation. Waiting orders. That's got him. Reporting. Fire at will. Awaiting
Okay.
instruction. Got him on the run.
All right, Kuwat is ours, ish. Space is ours.
Got one.
So let's see what they still have. I'm gonna check the chart. So there's that one, there's that one. They've dropped below us finally.
Let's move out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Let's go.
Tactical battle imminent.
Unit destroyed.
Tactical battle imminent.
Anytime now.
We're finally back at our original system.
Choose your
I'm gonna do the same
Heading out.
thing.
Fall out. Let's go.
They're over here.
Because I don't want to risk like chasing after it and having it run away like that again. I think that was this one. It might have actually been the Kuwat one,
Heading out. Fall out.
but none of that.
Let's move out.
You're boxed in, buddy.
Moving out.
Inputting coordinates. Shield generator is down.
I copy.
Yes, Commander.
God, it's gonna happen again, isn't it? Nope.
Affirmative.
It could have happened again.
Attacking. Targeting. Cruiser reporting.
Yes, sir.
The enemy has been defeated.
Lost a Quasar, but killed Detector.
Heading out.
Tactical battle imminent.
It's basically just a few spread out ISDs at this point.
Choose your reinforcements.
Heading out. Fall out. Let's go.
Enemy forces ahead.
This way.
Let's go. Navigating to coordinates.
Reinforcements cancelled.
And if it tries to run, tries to hide,
We're on
then
our
we'll
way.
drop stuff on to its other side.
Batteries online. We'll be there shortly.
I copy.
Weapons ready. Targeting at maximum firepower.
On our way.
The shields aren't holding. Yes, sir.
Nope, another IPV.
Firing.
They did have other stuff here. I didn't care about it apparently.
Keep going. I'm right with you. We've
Got him on the run.
for duty. Attack that target.
Does the CSA get interdictors? I'm pretty sure they do. I just don't have them researched. I'm not sure what ship it is. Probably the CSC 7700 or something. But
Mission log
Tactical
updated.
battle imminent. Tactical battle imminent.
All right, we've wiped them out. Oh, they don't get any Rickers? All right, then I feel less bad about how I'm doing this.
Choose your
Inputting
reinforcements.
coordinates. Heading out.
We've located the enemy. We'll be there shortly. Moving out. Heading out. All out. Let's move out.
That one Quasar will be remembered as a hero,
Your command.
granting vision that the VSTs may jump in.
Launching attack. Attack position. Ready for battle. Reporting in.
What do you want?
Ready for duty.
Ready.
They're
This
falling
way.
back.
Roger that.
You got nothing to fall back with or to. All right. They've still got the actual ground on these planets, but we have wiped out all their space forces. So I think we're going to call the campaign there, rather than doing all the ground battles. While the ground battles are enjoyable, they do take a long time. So hope you guys have enjoyed this playthrough. If you haven't played Phoenix Rising, there is a link in the description. I highly recommend it. Next week, next Sunday, we are going to start an Awakening of the Rebellion playthrough. And we'll be doing those on Sundays until we finish that, at which point we'll probably move into Phoenix Rising again as another faction. I'll probably put a poll up when that happens for who you guys want me to play as. But enjoy self-isolating. Hope that's going well for everyone. Have a good day, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.